Hey guys, today I've lost my book. You have this time to click off. I found it. There's a couple changes to this review series, aka that I have actually changed how this is going to work. So now, this is officially going to be out of 10 instead. Because each one was getting a 5 or a 4 out of 10 when that really meant they were about a 7 or an 8 out of 10, if you know what I mean. So my first film of the night, as I missed yesterday's, was Ghostbusters 3, or Ghostbusters 2016 Female. Obviously it came out in 2016, it was a fantasy sci-fi, and it was an hour and 56 minutes long. For some reason the Wikipedia was telling me that it was 2 hours and 14, I think it meant the extended one, which was a bit shit. They made it, the main Ghostbusters thing a little bit more jazzy in this one. Oh yeah, they got the Aldridge Manor guide was played by the same person that played Jim in The Office. Trivia there. Aldridge house is haunted, but he's making it up and he's faking it. But basically, it goes away when he actually goes into when shit starts happening and he tries to get out through the door. It burns him. He tries going out the window. The ghost catches it, and then he runs down into the basement. But then he realises he runs down into the basement, and the floor glows as the lock. His face of realization locks as the door locks. Stairs break and collapse as he makes it to the door, and in the same scenario as the first one, a ghost appears as Jim screams, and it comes slower, closer and closer, and then we meet Erin. I'm just gonna do it right now. Fuck it. This is a boring film. But yeah, Erin goes to the someone shows her a book, and she goes to her friend Abby because she was originally not meant to post it, but she posted it up on Amazon selling it, and then they take the piss out of her for a bit, and then they go to Aldridge Manor where they find their first ghost, and the ghost woman that was in the basement. Not feeling too great. Comes up through the air grate and actually vomits loads of slime in there. Yeah, cool, slime. And then they start building up their new business. Yeah, I don't like this film if you can't tell. And then they start setting up their Ghostbusters career. So yeah, there's this insane guy, weird man, talks about death and that, and then he messes with the subway tunnels. She goes to this other girl, I believe her name Patricia, goes to explore it, and it creates a ghost. She runs the fuck away from it. Then they go to the firehouse and psych. They go to this upstairs Chinese place for this film. They've set up for a sequel, but luckily that's not going to happen due to Ghostbusters 2020, which is Ghostbusters 3 in the actual timeline. Chris Hemsworth will be replacing Janice in this film. He is very dumb, obviously. Some girl comes and shows him the base, and then the Ghostbusters logo was really well done in this film. Like, you have to give some film some credit, and they did something really well here. I personally thought that was such a good idea for them to actually graffiti their logo on. They're like, shh. Does anyone else feel like this is a cool ass thing? And then the men they find the ghost, and the ghost, they don't catch the ghost gets hit with a train. And this surprisingly just came out the blue, just plunked in there. Bill Murray, also a fun fact, all the original characters have returned in this except for Rick. the guy that played Lewis, because he hasn't been in absolute fuck all, and obviously Harold Ramis couldn't be in there due to his untimely passing. Everyone knows about that. That's why they have the bridge Egon's Gap in this third one with something that I think is a pretty cool idea if it goes through. In this universe, because if you don't know, this is in a different universe. The Doctor is a ghost debunker, and he says this is bait. Ecto-1 in this universe as well as a hearse. They head to this rock concert because someone phones up because the guy was fucking with it again, and they go suit up and explore. So mannequins scenes start moving. So if you have a phobia of mannequins, please do not watch this film. But yeah, they capture this massive gargoyle. Then they go to this hotel because the X marks spot, which is the mole, but he's trying to create a vortex. They find out, and then they go to that and he tries to turn it on, but when he realises his plan is fooled, he jumps in and kills himself. Then the Ghostbusters gets fake arrested, and the guy is a ghost now because you can see it through the projector, the thing going crazy. You know, obviously the detector in there is now some sort of cotton candy spinning machine. Sorry, my skin's peeling that video. So yeah, and then you can tell what's going to happen. He possesses the girl Abby, which is played by Melissa McCarthy, I believe. I don't know her name. Just accept it, alright? Just accept it. Then there's an Abby fight, and he does the Exorcist scene where her head goes 180 degrees. And then Kevin makes it down. Oh yeah, Kevin gets possessed, which is obviously Chris Hemsworth. And he heads back there. Then he heads back to the basement and he releases it, turns it on again. Then they realise they're trying to bail. But the taxi driver that she tries to go with is Dan Aykroyd. And the thing that made it the best thing is in this universe, he's still Ray. He is still Ray, just a retired Ray. He says, I ain't here to go to China a block for after that what I go to. I ain't no loony, and I ain't afraid of no ghosts, so bye-bye. He drives off. We see Slimer. I like the new look of Slimer, to be honest. I like the more sinister tone of Slimer, because he looked like a fucking jelly baby. Just, you know, when you crush one, well, the Cam's Corner will have a lot of... No, I'm joking, that's a bit... dead meme. But, yeah, crushes a jelly baby, and that's what Slimer looked like in the original. It did look cool, because it was meant to be a goofy little ghost, take away from the big-ass Slay Puff Marshmallow Man. Oh, that also made a return. There was a load of balloons, and basically, I don't need the notes, I remember what I bet now. No. So basically, then they head to the hotel after dealing with all these balloons. They deal with everyone but the Slay Puff Marshmallow Man, which, like the first one, squashes them. If you don't know what happened in the first one, they were covered in his goop. Obviously, he can't be goop because he's a bloody balloon. It's a really cool concept, and they lasered it. And then they head to the hotel, and they have a massive fight with the ghost of... First, he was in Kevin's body, obviously, and they dropped him from a high distance, but luckily they caught him. And then the second fight was him, just normal ghost, and then the third one is like the first one where she was like, decide your fate. He said that he did that same thing, and he turned into the Ghostbusters logo, but just enlarged and more sinister. Then the Slimer was driving. Earlier, Slimer took the car, and they said it was like a nuclear eruption to a ghost. They gave that to him, so they made him drive in there and blew it up. So all the ghosts were sucked back in. They had to shoot the guy in the crutch, and the big guy fell in, but grabs Abby in the same way. So Erin ties herself up, jumps real quick, like best of fuck boy, and then grabs her, and then yeets her, and then they get out with grey hair. Now, Winston comes up. If you don't know who Winston is, he's the guy that joined a bit more of a later one, which changes up the pace, which I thought was really nice. Yeah, he comes in now. He's the the main Ghostbusters uncle in this universe, which I thought was pretty cool. Also, then he's like, "Where's the hearse? I told you, I drove it into the hole. I've got 4 fucking funerals today." Well, he didn't say fucking. I'm so sorry. Don't get offended at me burping. I can burp when I want. And then the film ends with a load of credit scenes, and it's in Janice. Oh yeah, by the end of the film, they've moved into the firehouse because the government granted them whatever they wanted. So yeah, in the credits you see Dana's character. Jesus, that's the wind. Oh my god, even with the window shut, it's still windy in this fucking room. But yeah, it get cold. They realised that Dana is actually a scientist in this one, and Janice is just... I believe Janice is... the random civilian they talk to, that's it. But yeah, that's the end of the film. That's all the notable parts. But yeah, I'm going to give this film a 6 out of 10. It's a bit... that's being generous, but there's some things I did like. I like the new Slimer. I like this more sinister, like how they took more sinister of a tone with the ghosts. But the things that were disgraceful was... and also they had the original characters back. And watching it another time after I watched it the first time, I kind of was like more critiqued about it, and I saw more good things than bad things. Because originally I was like, I think the reason why this film's put off a load of people's fans was because nothing can beat the original Ghostbusters, and I still think that. And also what the director said about men was just you know, he's a full-fledged feminist at this point. Yeah. Hope you guys did enjoy my review. If you did, please do smash that button. I'll see you guys in the next review, which will be recorded directly after this, which is called Basket Case 2. Bye-bye.